that you see when you look in my eyes. I hope you see you and me when you look in my eyes. The future doesn't look so blue when you look in my eyes. Every day, no surprise. The love I have inside. How you doing? Come on in. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. We must come together. How y'all feeling out there? It's Say It Tuesdays. It's Say It Tuesdays. It's Say It Tuesdays, yeah. The future doesn't look so bleak when you look in my eyes. Hey, hey. Every day, no surprise. Things. Hey, y'all doing? How y'all doing out there? We must come together. Come together. Come together. Come together. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. We must come together. Come together. Come together. Come together. Hey, how y'all doing today? Today is Tuesday, so you know what it is. It's Say It Tuesdays with me, Jon Pierce. And I am so excited again for another Tuesdays where we get to share everything about affirming our dreams, affirming our lives, affirming our goals, and affirming our dreams and our visions. So, today we are going to be talking about manifesting. We're going to be talking about manifesting your dreams. And I am so excited about this, about our topic today, about what we're talking about. And I'm also so excited about my guest today. My guest is an amazing woman here in the city of Chicago, doing her thing to empower and uplift women in the community, in business, and in life. You know how some sisters put their lives on the back burner. Well, Kara stirs your pots and get things cooking. She's a health coach, home-based business owner, and she's ready to help everybody out there grow from confused to confident. Okay. She has a virtual tribe. She has a virtual tribe. Leaders grow from confused to confident and through their total wellness. So you know what? After working with Kara, you will have a whole new outlook, So everybody, I'm going to bring my sister on in. Miss Kara Joe, where are you, sis? You were just right here. Uh-oh. Well, she'll be on in a minute. So, but today we're talking about manifesting your dreams, dreaming big and bringing those things into fruition. Okay, she's here. Let's do it. Carol, for some reason, it's not letting me bring you on. Can you request again? There we go. Add. Yes, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, my sister, Kara Joe. And I am so excited. Here she comes.
Hey,
Beautiful.
hey, brother.
Hey, sis, how are you doing today?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. And I'm so happy that we're going to be able to really encourage each other as well as encouraging everybody out there. I'm so excited. Are you ready? How's your day? How's your day? How's things going for you today?
So excited. Thank you for having me.
I'm so excited that you are here. So everybody, we're talking about manifesting your dreams. And when talking about manifesting your dreams, we're speaking in the law of attraction. And there are just some things that we can do, some things that we can do to begin that process. And within that process, there's a couple of things that I just really like wanted to put out there and really want to share. And I know, Kara, you have some things that you do in manifesting and bringing things to fruition that I wanted you to share with the people out there. So I'm going to start with one. My first thing when beginning to start working on manifesting my vision, manifesting my destiny, I like to act as if it is already taking place. One of my key things, Carol, is like when I do a show or put a vision together for a show, I always envision the complete show. I'm there when I'm building the show, when I'm saying how it's going to look, how it's going to feel. I can literally be sitting in the bed and I can be in the complete show. And every time I have done that, I have got to the show and that thing has happened just the way I envisioned it. Because I went into myself and I did a couple of things. I fell in love with the vision, and I think to make things happen in an as if state, you really have to be in love with the thing that you're creating. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Can y'all hear me clearly out there? I hope so, because it just seems like sometimes I've been having some technicals. But I hope that you all can hear me clearly because this is some good stuff that we're going to do tonight. So I back to it. I kind of try to fall in love with the with what I envisioned and what I dreamed of. In my book, Say It Until You Mean It, I wrote a little statement in what I call number 6. And I said, God envisioned me and all of mankind and liked it, and so it became so. I'm going to say that again. God envisioned me and all mankind and liked it, and so it became so. And so I take that as whatever I want to do, whatever I want to be, I have to like it first, so that it can become so that it can become in full fruition. Sometimes people create stuff and they don't really like it. I used to be there. Have you ever been in a place like that?
Oh yeah, default living by default.
Yes, and sometimes it's like if you were in grammar school and you got into a fight, you just start swinging and going,
Might as
eyes
well
closed,
finish this.
and you just hoping and praying that something landed. You don't know what has happened. It's a little robotic at times, but we can still understand you. Oh, praise God! I'm not sure what's happening, y'all. It seems like every Tuesday that I don't want to say there's an energy that tries to come in, but we're gonna work through it, you guys,
I know
and
that's
I know
right.
that you all can receive everything we're saying. But yeah, sometimes we do it. We doing that like a friend saying, doing afraid. You know, you have to just fall in love with your ideas, fall in love with your vision, and do it afraid. What is something that you do, Kara, that when you're manifesting? What is one of your go-to things when you're manifesting your dreams or manifesting a vision you have?
Vision is interesting because vision is just that. We can all be sitting in the classroom looking at the board, but someone may need to be put up to the front because they can't see. I got pretty good vision. It's not the best, but I got pretty decent vision. I used to make my mom. I took my mama to the eye doctor like 5 times when I was a shorty. They was like, "Look, you do not need glasses." I was just wanted the glasses. I just wanted to look cool. But my vision is pretty good naturally. Spiritually, I would say my vision is farsight. I see bigger pictures. I see bigger visions. As an entrepreneur, as a teacher, I see the bigger picture, and then I have to kind of scale back on it. Other people they see right in front of them. That's their gift, and they start right there where they're at and move from there. Those differences is nothing wrong or right, but what I do is just start where I'm at. Sometimes when it comes to something as far as like education, that's my background, my career. Oh, I got the vision on that. I already know the kid gonna pass or fail before I even see him. I know what to do for them. But there may be some new things in life that I don't really know about yet, and I'm trying to meet some new people to find out more. I just start where I'm at. I've learned to be flexible, and I've learned to be okay with starting at ground zero. Sometimes we're so devastated with having to start or start over, and we kind of roll over that baggage. Remember when you used to have a cell phone and those minutes could roll over?
Yeah.
Crime code, they try to act like they don't remember, but y'all remember crime code minutes.
Alien.
You remember you couldn't even talk till 8. But my point is that we start a new project, you may start a new production, or I may start working with a new business partner or whatever, and it's like, oh boy, last time I don't bring any of those things over. Old carry this too, new carry all the time, because we got to pack light.
Yes.
And that's my song.
Yeah.
I'm playing that song today, by the way.
You were.
Yes, I love your music.
Wow. I'm thankful for that because that's a part of manifesting destiny and manifesting, what I have here in my heart. And so that's all. I just want to share, share, share,
Yeah.
share, share, share. Um, Here's something else that I do in manifesting my dreams or beginning manifesting a vision or an idea or a business or whatever I'm coming up with that day that I'm creating.
Mm-hmm.
Journaling is the best way. Honestly, well, one of the best ways. All of these are going to be great ways. Everything you just said, everything I'm saying, journaling is a great way to manifest a destiny or manifest a dream because honestly, my book came from journaling. Don't say it till you mean it. It came from journaling. It's just me taking the time to just write out my dreams, write out my meditations, really,
Mm-hmm.
and just write until I couldn't write anymore. And that's what happened, and that's what came of it. And so from my journaling, another dream was fulfilled, and a book came of it. And so I would encourage everybody to get them a journal. Get a journal and just write. Sometimes it's just, take a few minutes, even if it's after something that you watched on TV and it brought some thought to your mind, just stop and write about it. What did it make you feel like? What did it make you think about? Even if it's just a TV show, even if it's just because sometimes TV shows, movies, songs, books, passages, a meme can really provoke you to thought or incite you into thought. And you should try to write that stuff down because you don't know what could come from that. So journaling is not just about let me set this hour aside and let me just write this stuff down. Let me just write this stuff down. But it's like really whatever you are going into and it makes you meditative, which is make you think about it, start writing that down. You never know what can come from that. You never know what your spirit man, your ancestors, God, everybody creator is trying to get you to see or do right then and there. And you some great things can come out of that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, indeed. What have you experienced with journaling? You journal a lot?
I blog. I do a lot of live streaming, so I speak more because of my business, how I communicate. But I do meditate. We've got a wonderful business that we just birthed called Sister Circle. It's with two good friends from high school, Shayla Jarvis and Lauren Mann. Shout out to Sister Circle. But we do work.
Pause 1 second. I'm not sorry to interrupt you,
No,
but
this your show.
ladies and gentlemen, anybody that came to a Jon Pierce show a few years back, the two girls that used to shake their shitties with the long ponytails so hard with me, that's Lauren and Shayla. They're on their business venture right now, and you gotta check them out when you get a chance after we do this. Tara put all the information in there, and so people can find out how to connect with you guys. Go ahead.
Awesome. Um, um, the ladies I think are on. You guys can post the stuff whenever you guys are ready to. But the links are available and everything is free because we want to offer the opportunity for people to just get a taste of what it feels like to be healthy, happy, and whole. And a lot of times we're you tell somebody to journal, but they're like, ugh, there's so much hesitation and thinking, and how can I do it? And when we think about journaling, a lot of people kind of relate that back to grammar school, sitting and writing that boring journal prompt, in the morning. But, you're really creating your story. You're really writing your chapter, the Bible, if you will, Matthew, John, Luke, you know what I mean? It should be saying Jon Pierce, Kara Aljo, Kilolo Jenkins. Those books, Kilolo got a story too. So, you just got your different chapters. And my story 2021, this journal is such a different chapter than the chapter that was 2012. Kara had postpartum depression after we had our first baby. Didn't even know what that was about. I was blessed to actually love my baby, because I know some women who did not even have emotion for their baby experiencing postpartum depression. Then I went to school, got my degree. I just knew I was listening to all the baby boomers. I was just going to school, getting a job. And then I came back and was making $7.25 an hour. I was like, what the what? Make it make sense, Lord. I'm really talking to God. And I'm saying this to say that the story is different. And I remember a really bad time in my life, but I used to journal. I used to write. I used to do all those things. But I read something once where it said spelling is a spell. And when you write things down, you really have the power to set an intention. See, the thing about it is that some people are writing things, but they don't have any intention. They're just writing. They're just doing. They're just responding to what someone else said. But when you're writing with the intention to set a vibration, that's what makes me. So this is my journal, and I got it last year. And when you were saying get your journal out, I encourage everybody that's at home right now, go grab your journal and turn to the first page and look at it. And hear me now?
Okay, yeah. Okay.
I had a
Say it
call.
again.
Huh?
So repeat the last sentence. Open your journal up in the first page.
I'm gonna read this first part. This is the first thing that I wrote in my journal. Now this live, y'all. Don't judge me, okay? I wrote, today I let go so God in His infinite universe can create some dope shit. I need that new in my life. Period. That's the first chapter. So that's what I wrote in this book. And when I look at what God's done just since last year, He in His universe, because I'm telling you, the help has been coming from every way. What God say He put a ram in the bush? It's been a ram in the bush. It's been some angel investors in the bush. My kids got their life together in the bush. I done navigated e-school in the bush. It's lots of different things that I've been able to do so that God in this universe can create some dopeness within me and the people that I inspire. So write it down, get clear on it, and work it.
Yes, yes. I always say this because I'm not sure why I keep gargling, but I always say this. The Bible says, ask and it shall be given. Seek and you shall find. Knock and the door will be open unto you. And we used to have this conversation with a good friend of mine, and we would always say, think about what that says. The first word in each sentence is ask, seek, and knock. All of those things are telling you that it's something that you need to do. It's something that you need to do. So journaling is something that you need to do. And even if it's blogging, because blogging is journaling, it's just a record so that you can go back and reflect on what you told yourself.
Accountability
It's so you can be accountable to what you promised yourself,
to your
mm, to your higher self.
because we all have a higher self and a lower self. We all have. I mean, I try not to get caught up in people's religion, because sometimes people miss the point with that part. So I
Absolutely.
mean, tomato, light, dark, good, bad, holy, unholy, whatever you want to do, is still synonymous to, you know, both parts of you. We have duality, and sometimes we just want it one way. Journaling allows for you to acknowledge both sides. Today, they had me messed up, and I went off. That's today. You know, it doesn't always have to be a positive or productive journal. It could be you just letting out, she had me messed up.
Yeah.
It's
Well, that's why it's not whether it's good or bad. It's the same way God is. It's not good or bad. It's whatever you need to release or whatever you need to feel at this moment. Because sometimes you need to go back and say, okay, how can I change me from feeling this bad in this kind of moment again, so that you can get that out of your body. Because sometimes we train our body to feel a certain way, and our body remembers those things. It becomes a muscle memory to feel bad when something happens.
You just dropped all the gems right there.
Uh
People walked over it. I'm scooping all that up. You can train your body to receive pain. I had a good friend. Something happened, and higher self is telling me, "Don't trip, Kara. Don't even say nothing, Kara." This is me talking to me. Don't even say nothing. Don't even say nothing. Don't even trip. Just peep game, keep moving. Don't even judge it. Lower self was like, let me at it. Let me get it. You know, because it triggered something that hurt me years ago in a big way. I reacted. Before I knew it, I was just caught up in emotion. Now, higher self knew to be quiet. I tried to be quiet, but physically, I could not deny it. I was upset, I was pissed off, and I just was ready to leave. So I'm saying that to say, let it go this year.
yeah.
Don't run
Do something different.
all of that pain into 2021. I'm not saying you can erase trauma, you can erase, detriment. I'm not saying you can erase it. I'm just saying try little by little to let that go, because it's a weight, it's a yoke, it's heavy, it's not light. You're not going to be able to insert journal, allow God and his infinite universe to help you create some dope shit.
Right. Hey, this is how I say it. That's what you're saying. I say it like this. Well, I have a little story for that. My friend, we were in a rehearsal and we were learning some music and learning some parts. But her daughter was on the side. Her daughter had to be like 8 or 9. Her daughter was on the side and was singing, singing, singing to the top of her lung, to the top of her lung. And our mother said, "Girl, be quiet." She kept going a little bit longer, and the baby just kept singing. She's like, I said, "Shut up. We're in rehearsal." The baby kept singing. The last time, this stuck with me forever. This had to be over 15 years ago. She turned to her daughter and said, "Change your mind." God be telling us sometime in them moments, change your mind. Don't get mad, but like you used to would get mad. Don't let your what you programmed your body for all these years do the same thing. Change your mind. I will never forget that ever in my life, because it did something to me in that moment. I said, why would she tell this baby to change her mind? Because that's what she had to do to stop doing what she was doing. Change her mind. Make a different decision.
Make a different decision. Neil.
Right now. Or guess what? You gonna get a whooping. Mama was gonna whoop her, but the universe will whoop you, and your own self will whoop you, because you're gonna go back and say, "I did not want to be that person still. I said I was gonna be different." So now you're in another place where you got to come back and redo, which is okay, which is okay, because we're always working. We're always working. But I still want to be able to catch myself, because that's when we make real change. That's when we manifest real change in our life, when we can catch it and we can say, okay, hey, I remember me doing. I felt this feeling right here bubbling up in my stomach. But guess what? I'm I'm going to do something else. I'm going to do something else. Now I've been doing my best to be uh, uh, conscious and aware. Being conscious and aware, I say this every week. Those words are very important to making things happen for yourself. Being conscious and aware, because you just to be insightful about how you're doing something, how your body's moving, how you're feeling. To be aware of that can help you change your mind and change your body and change your energy in any situation.
Any situation.
Because
any situation.
Professional, personal, spiritual, financial, emotional, logical, ethical. You have to think of yourself as highest as you can. I feel that sometimes our thoughts and our ideals on, who we are spiritually keep us so lowly because of
Yeah.
certain, I won't say, I'll say because of platforms, because of what you've heard so much or what you've seen so much. But there's a higher self, there's a higher understanding of who you are. And when you're journaling, you're writing at your highest self. And when you're actively meditating with those journals, that's something that keeps you conscious and aware. But I'm going to kind of raise it up a little higher and say, we have to be sensitive enough to our evolution personally. Because once I'm sensitive to who I am and I'm growing, once I realize I look in this journal a few times and the running line in these chapters is okay. I'm kind of trying to. I'm tired of me. 14 months you gonna deal with this. It's another one.
The main idea of this story is get it together.
Everybody can't be learning this journal, Kara. It looked like you got you not having your boundaries up. You not taking time for self. You skipping journaling so you can go listen to her, but she just doing and listening to him and he ain't talking about nothing, etc., etc. You change your mind when you change your circle. Because when you change your circle and those people are sharpening their irons, they're not being the smartest person in the room. If you're the smartest person in the room, it is time for you to change. You don't need a sign from God. This your sign. This sign right here. You need
We said
to.
that last week. We said that last week that you have to get people that are like minded when you're going to the next level. You
And it's
have
a
to be
fine
around
line
like
in that
minded.
too, because that requires you having a certain posture about yourself, you know, and sometimes ego, which we all have, and our distractions, ego and our distractions, sometimes makes us feel that we can judge somebody. I remember when I was going through that postpartum depression, girl, what the heck is going on in my life phase. And I had a lot of friends that dipped off, left me.
Hmm.
I guess I was too toxic for them. And I think about that sometimes. I'm for real. I think about that sometimes because in the midst of going through my depression and stuff like that, now I'm even more depressed because all these mofos that was in my circle and dipped off and all y'all said y'all was Christian and holy and so now I'm mad at God. And God looking at me, girl, that's them. You wasn't even aware of your circle in the first place. You was just trying to fit in. So don't be looking. This was a whole conversation with me and Jesus.
I love it.
I'm back, but for a while I was hurt. And even when someone would come up to me, I would have that emotional trigger within my body with church hurt, you know.
Mm.
So it took a lot of meditation. It took a lot of prayer. It took a lot of personal time. I'm so glad I know the Bible because I know that the temple is within me. I'm so glad I know the word, because Holy Spirit was the one that worked with me. Holy Spirit was the one that arrested me and had me reading his scripture before I really sat in the presence of other people teaching it to me. So I'm just looking back on all those journals and I'm just sitting here like, God, you really did have me this whole time. And you really do have something great for me. And I'm so glad that I didn't give up in that season where other people gave up on me. And I'm so glad that you remembered me and you're here with me now.
And I want to add to this to what you were saying because you said something about like judging and ego. What I want to say to that is that we have to acknowledge that in that time when those people said no to you or went away from you and you felt some kind of way, it pushed you to a certain place. Did it not? Absolutely. So they needed to go to a certain place and it pushed you to a certain place. And same as when you become conscious and aware and you have to release somebody to go for you to go to the next place, it's also pushing them to the next place. So it really is a cycle of awareness. it really is not about judgment or ego. It's actually what we need in the moment so we can go to our next level. So just like you said, God had you anyway. Yes, it made you feel some kind of way because I remember being in that space with some people that I love so much. I thought we was going to be the biggest gospel group together that the world has ever seen. And they went on and did their thing. But guess what? Out of that, I was hurt by some things that was said or done in that time period. But it pushed me to be me,
Yeah. It made
and I needed it. I couldn't see it then, but I needed it. So just now, like now, if I come to a place where I need to move on from some place or somebody I thought I could help in a moment and I cannot help and I need to move on, I have to do it, not only for my sake, but for theirs too, because it's something that they have to go through to get to that next level. So yeah, it seems judgmental or ego, it seems bad, but all things work together for the good of them that love the Lord and really love the things that they're going after. And we don't feel like it's always good, but it's something. Sometimes these things are done for our good as well.
absolutely.
But it wouldn't get us to the place we are now. It wouldn't have pushed you to be this super entrepreneur that you are, this multi hyphenage lady that you are today. You know.
Yeah.
So and it's same for me. So guess what? I'm grateful for the people that let me go because if I look at some of them now, they're still doing the same thing. And while you're drinking your water, since you said that, I want to go to this visualization. Things you can do to help visualize. So I got a little visualization that I learned a couple of years ago that I really like doing, and I want to show everybody. So uh, with doing visualizations, you can make them up if you have something that you want to do to exercise to make you visualize. But this one is very fun to me, and it really is cute. So what I do is get a glass. You get a glass. You might not have all the tools. I'm sure to text you the tools. You get a glass and you get some tape and a marker. Do not tell me you got tape. Come on. Come on, universe. So you take a piece of tape and you put it on your glass. Put the piece of tape on your glass. I'm gonna put 3 pieces of tape.
3.
On mine.
Your tape could never.
Put 3 pieces of tape on there. You can see them. We're gonna program some water today.
That's right. You better charge it.
So on your piece of tape or your piece of tape, you write whatever you want to drink into yourself. My first one is millionaire. I don't know if y'all can see it, but I wrote millionaire on there. Y'all see him? My second one say Grammy winner. Come on.
I am just such a fan. Just make sure I get a little seat in the front. You know what I'm saying? Forget about me.
Come on, we're gonna get that dance Grammy. That dance music. House music Grammy, baby. And
Hey, Lawrence.
you guys. So on your glass, you write, take your tape, you write something that you envision about yourself or you want to happen, and you write that on there. You put your water in the glass or whatever you're drinking in that glass. Every time you take it in, you're taking in being a millionaire. You're taking in being a Grammy winner. You're taking in being a homeowner, whatever you want to be. You're taking in being a car owner. You're taking in being a great parent. You're taking in being an entrepreneur, successful business. Whatever you could dream of putting on this thing. Some people might have a whole cup of tape around this.
Big old piece of tape. I'm like, what a duct tape at? Where the duct take me? Duct take me, y'all.
Look, right on your glass. Take that in, and as you drink, every time you drink out that glass, you are taking that vision in. You are programming that water. You telling this water that you the water that's coming in here to my body, and we're gonna drink it all in.
I know that's right. What you named?
Yeah. Come on, Kara. Yes. Help the people. What you can give me one or two of what you wrote, if that's okay.
I don't care because this is happening. We're going to come back to the live, period. Receipts, pure positive focus.
Yes.
Okay. Explosion in my and my team's businesses. I need an explosion in everybody's business. Lauren's business, Shayla business, her personal business, Shayla like Kayla Rick, L Boogie Fitness, all y'all businesses. Jon Pierce, explosion in everybody's business in my circle, okay? New happy customers. Oh, I want to drink them all the way down. New happy customers. Don't be coming to me sad, honey. Come to me happy. And then I want to be a new homeowner. I'm looking for a new home for me and the boys by the end of this year. 5 bedrooms, French tub, a garden, and a she shed. That's all I want.
Girl, you better work fast, and I mean it, okay? Drink it in. You have drunk that in now. That's a visualization, you guys out there. Visualize that thing. Tell yourself what you want. Put it on that cup. Put it on that glass. And drink it on in.
I should do it now while you got the chance. Don't wait till tomorrow to do it. Do it now.
Yeah, don't wait. Go in there. You got some tape over glass, baby.
I know that's
Do it.
right. I know that's right. Come on.
Drink in love. Yes, drink in love. Hey, mama. Drink in love. Absolutely. A perfect relationship. Divine relationship. Divine spouse. Write that on there if you want that. If that's what you want out there, y'all. If it's something you want, write it on there. You want to write a book? Author. Write author on there.
Attention.
Yes.
Yes.
Mogul. Write mogul on there.
Yes.
What you want. Ah, baby, this cup is gonna be. You're gonna be built a new cup. You're gonna be able to drink out that tape in a minute. Uh-oh. 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 Baby, your well ain't gonna run dry.
Overflow.
Overflow. Overflow. So that's and that's a tool, you guys. I think this is one of my favorite tools that I learned a couple of years ago. I just on visualization, just putting your faith into practice, putting your ideas and stuff into practice. And it's something that you can always see. You know when you go get that cup. You know what you're drinking in, you know what you're taking in. And you can change it, add more, do whatever you want. Those are tools, that's a visualization to bring manifestation. And you know what that does in your mind? And it does to your body, because sometimes we got to realize that too. We're not only changing our mind, we're changing the structure of our body, the way our body reacts, and the whole thing is a part of it. And so we want, say it again, babe.
About kinesthetics, the energy
Yes.
around us is what you
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we want all of our aura, all of our energy, all of that to align up with what we visualize for ourselves. So that's what we have to do. And it's fun. It's fun to do. It's fun exercises to do this kind of stuff. I love this kind of stuff. Just really finding things. And there's so many more out there. You can Google visualizations. You can meditate on your own. What do you want to do? How you get up and see it. Some people, another great visualization that everybody does, and that is doing a vision board. Wonderful vision. We all do the vision board exercise. So these are like vision boards. This is just a day-to-day vision board for different things, for a personal thing, and your bigger vision board. I don't know why I keep doing that, but yeah, you're doing your vision boards. That's another visualization, and so many people do that visualization. But yeah, some people have a pen board in their kitchens, or they write on chalkboards. People put chalkboards in the house and put affirmations and visualizations on there so that when you wake up and when you go drink your coffee, you see it. Take some sticky notes. Write sticky notes all over your to post-its and write them out, put them all over your house. So when you go to make your toast, you pull up your bread and guess what? It's telling you what? You are amazing. You will have what you say. You know, whatever it is. You will be blank. I am this. So you can continue to do these things because it takes a lot to change your mind. So do these things.
It really takes a lot of consistent work to change your mind. It really takes a strong circle to change your mind. It really takes consistency. So if you halfway in it and you like, oh, I'm not changing, duh. Do you want to do it or do you want to do it? That's our joke in the sister circle because we know we want to do it, but some days we be like, damn. Looking at my angels like, what? This me looking at the sky like, where y'all at? Like, hello. I'm going to raise it up, John, because I feel like we tag teaming. With this, create your sacred space. It doesn't have to be anything elaborate. It don't have to be anything woo-woo. It can be your dresser that you have cleaned and cleared off, and only the things that you want to use to set your intention, that's what you're using on your dresser. I found this old little ledge at the thrift store. It was painted gold. I just took that bad boy, put some little Fabuloso on it, cleaned it up, and put my little knickknacks on it. I'll put this glass on it now because this is the glass that I'm going to use in the morning because these are things that are on the top of my heart. These are the cares of my heart. Cast your cares upon the Lord. He definitely cares about these things. But do we?
But do we?
It's like me trying to be with somebody and it's like, oh, I want them to do this, I want them to do that, I want this to do that. They ain't even thinking about that. They're just being them. You know,
Right.
God, I want all of this and I want this money, I want this abundance. We hide behind the word abundance and manifestation a lot. We want to say manifestation, but we don't really understand that means that there's going to be some metaphysical activity happening. Metaphysical meaning it's going to rely on your spirit and your soul. We talk about the spirit a lot, but we forget about the soul. The soul is your mind, your will, and your emotions. Sometimes we know we need to do something, but we're not willing to do that because emotionally you still got me messed up. Or, working out. I know I should work out and be healthy, but I don't feel like getting up at 6 a.m. And that's when the sister circles do their workout. Forget them.
And that's what we got to do, what my good girlfriend said. Change your mind.
Do you want to do it or do you want to do it? Do you want to be in the crop tops and the booty shorts or no? Put the chicken down, Kara. The trainer was talking about food and talking about the meal prep, and I'm trying to be all professional. I'm like, I just detox because that's what I sell. I sell detox tea. I'm like, oh, I detox on a regular, darling. She's like, oh, okay. And then she going down a little clean eating list, and anxiety just came on me, just snuck up and tapped me on the shoulder like, hey, scoot over. And so I'm sitting here listening to all the foods that I can't eat. And before I know it, I'm in the kitchen and I got a whole thing of rotisserie chicken in my mouth. I'm just eating because I'm just sitting here like, Lord, that's a physical trigger. I didn't notice it until that orientation on Zoom that I have a trigger with being told I can't eat something. You tell me I can't eat something, it's on. I'm on the way. Uber Eats, Uber, I'm used to being able to get food when I want it. For you to tell my mind that I can't eat snow crab leg, brisket, jerk chicken. Like, these are things that I love. I'm a foodie. But do I want it or do I want it? And it's just for this season. It's just for this season. So you make your choice accordingly.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's how it was 2 weeks ago when I was like, okay, it's time to get back to this workout. And I'm like,
man, why my brothers all so fine? I'm like, I'm mad they my brothers. Why they just my brothers, Lord?
But I'm grateful for that. Thank you so much. You're absolutely beautiful, a stunning yourself, sister. So it's a blessing that's on our life, and I thank you for that. And but I was like, I need to get back to this workout. I need to get back into it. And it was going slow. It was kind of hard, but I was like, do you change your mind and do you want to do you want to see it? And so I can't keep on saying, oh yes, watch these new pictures, they're gonna be amazing. And then, I still got a little COVID-20 on. And but I'm pushing past all of that because I'm changing my mind and I'm manifesting. I'm gonna, because guess what? It's something that I have to do. Ask, seek, and knock. I have to do something to get things done. And so what I'm doing is getting my butt up, doing whatever I have to do for my meals, for my everything, and go ahead and push through this workout so that I can get back to the place where I want to be. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for, just to even want to push to do it. I'm grateful for that. And I can't wait till we have all the results we want, so we can even testify even further to the goodness of manifestation and the goodness of changing your mind and the goodness of mind power. I love that.
Strong mind power, thoughts.
Yes.
There's so much intellectual property up here, and a lot of times we're around so many dull butter knives. You forget you a whole steak knife. You forget you a whole, what was them knives that we used to the Cutco knives folks used to sell? You a whole Jensen,
Yeah, this
you
is,
sitting with butter knives. You sitting with the woulda, shoulda, coulda club.
you trying to get in with butter knives. Oh
You trying to
Lord.
have a life. You trying to have a breakthrough with people who who won't even take courage to even try to discover themselves. Won't even take courage to try to change their mind. Don't be a butter knife. We are done being butter knives. Some people ain't even a butter knife. They just be a sport, and I be like,
Woo.
that's
Or a plastic butter knife is real bad because you can't cut nothing.
I see a sport. You gonna be like,
At least a sport can push a little something in there, put a few little things and at least scoop up. Plastic butter knife, you go to cutting, that thing broke up in there.
with a sport before. I think they jacked some stuff up with that sport, but the butter knife. I like to joke with little metaphors to get the point across. We the butter knife. We've all been the sport. We've all been all of those things. You have to be able to be flexible within your mind to adapt to whatever tool you need to become in that time. You need to be sensitive to the Holy Spirit so that when you get a sign or notice a synchronicity, you can stop responding with a default reaction. What do we say when we feel something that's aligned? We be like, oh man, that's crazy. Crazy. Dig deeper, tap more within, understand what's really happening right now. Stop speaking that things are crazy over your life and then wondering what things is crazy.
You know what? Speaking of what you just said about that, you're going into etymology of words with me, for me. And you know what I found out what people don't really do is define what manifest means. And I want to just go into the definition because I really had that pulled up. So thank you because you brought that to me. You guys, just so sometimes when you trying to do some stuff, go to the definition of the word, not what you think the word means. Go to the actual definition. That'll help you really manifest and really attract the things that you want because now you have a true understanding to the core of what that word means. So I'm going to give a couple of these definitions because they really bless me when I look at what is manifest. And a manifest is a couple of things. Clear, manifest is as an adjective is clear or obvious to the eye or mind. That means it's a knowing. Absolutely. That means it's a knowing. To manifest is to know.
To overstand, not understand.
To overstand.
What's being said.
To know it.
Mm-hmm.
As a verb, to display or show a quality or feeling by one's acts or appearance. Demonstrate.
Action. Yeah.
Action. That's manifest. Manifest is also an action. It's a knowing and it's an action, what we were saying earlier. Something you have to do. And this is one of my favorites because it's going to go into what we just was talking about earlier too. Manifest definition 2 is a document giving comprehensive details of a ship and its cargo and other contents, passengers and crew for the use of customs officers. Now, guess what that is? Your journal.
And that's the vehicles that you're choosing to align with for the certain seasons of your life. If we're going to Egypt, we cannot get there in my Ford Escape.
Cannot.
Matter
We have to know the ways of manifesting.
Go here, brother. I'm sorry.
No, that's what I was saying. We have to know the ways of manifesting.
It's gonna be different.
And what is manifesting? So manifesting is in definition. In definition, it's knowing, doing, and writing. Those three things you can get out the actual definition of the word. So look that up, you guys. Go and define the words. The words that you want to look up and see, and I mean the things that you want to do, know or be. Go look it up because that's going to help you manifest as well. Knowing it. But
or consistently. Why have a miracle every now and then when you can create a miracle every day? You can create a miracle in that instance. You have the power to be able to harness and overstand things in such a better way than what most of us do. You know, we operate at that butter knife when we can really be the ninja blender. I just got a ninja blender. I love it. Sorry. Me with my blender looking down on the world like, I'm such a lame. All I do is work out and drink smoothies.
I love it. I love it. Well, Kara, I'm so happy that we had this time together. Can you tell the people where they can reach you at? Can you tell them a little bit about your businesses? And go ahead.
Thank you so much, John. I first want to say you are my brother, and I'm just grateful that you invited me. It's an honor. This was fun, and I know that you're gonna go far. I just appreciate who you are, and I'm so glad that you always let your light shine. I'm glad that you are the Jinsu knife. Okay, you definitely sharpen my iron. I'm grateful for you on and off screen. So thanks. For me, my name is Kara Aljo. Kara like Sarah. Aljo, Alan Joe, and I'm available on Facebook, Instagram, everywhere. We have an amazing business called Sister Circle, and with that group, we just want to help women cherish living healthy, happy, and whole. I used to be depressed, and I'm not anymore. I used to be broke, and now I'm creating multiple streams of income. I used to wonder why me. Now I wonder who else can I help. So these things just made a big change in me. I feel like it's inevitable. I've known these things since I was little, and I'm glad that I'm finally waking up to it in my 30s. I know that there's nothing but blessings in my 40s and 50s and so on, because I'm living healthier, I'm living happier, and I'm so much more whole. So I'm going to attract more whole people to me, and that's what the Sister Circle is. It's what you created. That's what I've created it to be for me, and so many other women have come in there and done that as well. So that link is about to be posted. The Sister Circle that's on GroupMe, and then we have a group on Facebook. It's called Fit and Focus. It's for all. It's for everybody, men and women. But in that group, we do daily accountability. We offer free workouts, meal preps, bring in guest speakers and stuff, just so that we can have the tools. We can't want the goal and then not work on the manifestation. So we offer those daily tools to help people manifest what it is that they really desire.
You guys go ahead and connect. See, my work is here to talk about and to help you put into day-to-day practice things of affirmations and manifestation. These people that I'm bringing on, they are here making it happen for you on so many other different levels. Please follow Kara and all of her team and the work that they're doing, you guys, because this helps us get better and better and better. you know, and I'll be in some of those workouts with them soon, and I want to see you guys in there with us. We're building this network of wellness, and we're not stopping. It's not just about me, it's about all of us together. We have to hold each other hand and to lift each other up, to pull each other up. So um check these young ladies out. They're doing the work, you guys. They're helping people, pull people up by the bootstraps, literally,
Yeah.
really helping people. And so, Kara, again, I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you all for watching and being here, speaking and saying your stuff. Again, always put your questions in. And if you have questions for me, put them in the inbox. If you want to, talk to one of us, put us in the inbox, and we will definitely get back with you because we want to help. If you have information, anything that you want to share with the circle and with the people on Say It Tuesdays, inbox me and let me know because we want to be helpful one
Yeah.
to another. This is what we do. And don't forget, you can always get my book, Say It Until You Mean It, on Amazon.com. Jon Pierce, and get the book. I hope that it blesses you, which I really believe that it will, because it blesses me. It blessed me, and it's bringing me to another place in my own personal life, and I hope that it does the same for you. And Kara, this is what I do every closing: is play my song "Believe." If you believe from the Wiz, so just stay with me for a little bit while we play our song out and wave out. Again, I appreciate all of you all, and I'm so grateful for all of you all. We had a great show. Oh my
That
God.
was a nice time. Thank you so much.
Thank you, my sister. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We got to go ahead. Let's listen to this. Let's listen to this Believe real quick.
No, that's right. Auntie Linda Vibes. Let's go.
Believe that you can go home. Believe you can find forever. Yes, click your heels 3 times. If you believe, oh, then you'll be there. That's why I want you to believe in yourself. Yes, right from the start, you gotta believe the magic right there in your heart. Go ahead and believe all these things, not because I told you to. No, go ahead and believe in yourself. Woo, yeah, believe in yourself. Woo, yeah, yeah, believe in yourself. As I believe in you.
Thank y'all. Good night. Bye bye. Good night.